This is a great time of the year to pot up some bulbs for color during the winter, or they'd make excellent holiday gifts. And it's a very simple process. It only takes a few weeks for them from the time you pot them until they come in bloom. Now this is a variety called Paperwhite narcissus, and the fragrance from these is just absolutely outstanding. And so you'll not only enjoy the beauty of the bulbs, but the fragrance as well. Notice that this one is planted in a low container, which is a great idea, but it's planted in gravel. This one here is incorrectly planted. It's planted in a low container as well, but it's planted in a very soft decorative rock, and you can see the bulbs are falling apart. And by the time they get the stems and the flowers, they're going to be out here and not really too attractive at all. So let's just quickly show you a couple things that you can do. Here's another thing you can do, by the way. You can take a hyacinth glass, take a bulb and just set it right on top of the hyacinth glass. The roots will develop below and the foliage above, and the fragrance of the flower will be very enjoyable as well. I'm going to just take a small pot here, and you'll notice I have decorative rock in the bottom, but it's a heavy rock. It's not a light rock at all. Now, this is how simple it is. This is only large enough to put 2 bulbs, but I have to be very careful that they do not touch each other. Okay, that's really important. And what I'll do then is just fill around them like so with the decorative rock. And then the last procedure is a very easy one. Fill in the water. And you only want the water to come up to about the bottom of the base of the bulbs. That's all. So it's a very simple process. Now this needs to be set aside somewhere probably in a little bit of a dark area and a little bit cool until the roots develop. Give them about 3 or 4 weeks. And you'll notice the new growth starting, or the growth will start a little bit more on these bulbs. Then it's ready to be brought out and the new foliage will develop and the flower. Now, while I was buying some of these bulbs today, I noticed this container also at the garden center. And you can do exactly the same thing, because what's inside here is the pot, the soil. In fact, there's even the rock to put across the top if you want to, and the bulbs. So it's a self-containing unit. Or you can just take a regular pot with soil. I'll take out some of the soil, put the bulb in, and cover over the top so just the top of the bulb stands out like so. And again, I would do, instead of 1, because I did this so quickly, I would do 3. If you can do any odd number, 3, 5, 7, that's the best way to go. But what a great way to provide some color in the home during the winter season, or to give as a holiday gift. And these are one of the best, the Paperwhites or Grand Soldier.